Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back. We're looking at question number 9 on our 2010 Cayley math contest. So let's take a look, if we haven't already. Which of the following lines, when drawn together with the x-axis and y-axis, encloses an isosceles triangle, a triangle with two sides, at least two sides, having the same length? Some people like to distinguish between isosceles and equilateral. I would say an equilateral triangle where all three sides are the same is technically an isosceles triangle. It's just there's something better you can say about it. Okay, so what have we got? We have the xy axes, and actually let's make the first quadrant a little less prominent because I haven't even taken a look at these lines yet. Something like that. Alright, so we're going to draw lines. Now, right away, because we're going to be using the x and y axes, which are perpendicular, we're looking at an isosceles right angle triangle. So we're going to get, lines that maybe look something like this or like this or something. But you're never going to have the hypotenuse have the same length as one of the legs. So it's really just going to be the distance along the x-axis and y-axis that have to be the same. So that's something worth noting. Let's clean up our picture a little bit, or I guess redraw it. But let's take a look at the lines, because this is one of those rare multiple choice questions where I can't just read the question and figure out the answer. I have to look at the multiple possibilities, the answers that are presented to me. Alright, so we've got all the lines are in the standard y equals mx plus b form. So that's great because immediately I can see the y-intercept. It's going to be 4 each time. So I don't know exactly what each of these lines look like, but I know they pass through 4. And this tells me that distance along the y-axis. So what I'm looking for is a distance along the x-axis from the origin to be 4. Now, I don't know which direction I'll want it to go in, but this gives me a little guiding direction. Now, if I get y equal to 0, and solve, do I get an x-intercept of 4 or negative 4? Because that's what I need. I need one of these two triangles. Those are the only ones where the y-intercept is going to be 4, and they're still isosceles. So let's take a look at our possible answer. I think we have y equals 4x plus 4. If I plug 4 in there, I'll get 16 plus 4 is 20. If I plug negative 4 in there, I will get negative 12. So 20 or negative 12, neither of those is 0, so A is not the right answer. B, 1/2 x plus 4. Now I can narrow down my search a little bit because the slope here is positive. It's 1/2. So I'm moving from the bottom left to the top right. So I would be specifically looking at this triangle here. So I really just need to plug in negative 4. And if I plug in negative 4, I'll get negative 2 plus 4, and that's going to go to 2. Y isn't 0, so I don't get the x-intercept I crave. So B is not the right answer. So A, B. How about C, negative x plus 4? Okay, now this one, it's a negative slope, so we're looking at top left to bottom right. And if so the only possible answer I could accept is having the y-intercept of 4 here. So if I plug in 4, I get negative 4 plus 4, and that does give me 0. So C is my answer. And if we run through the other possibilities, D, positive slope, 2 times negative 4, negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4, so D's out. And negative 3, if I plug in 4, so negative 3 times 4 is negative 12, plus 4 is negative 8. E is out, and C really is the only possible answer. But I like double-checking the other possibilities just in case. But there we go. So C is our answer to 9, and I cannot wait to see question 10 and figure out its answer as well.